Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Oracle Intuitions. My name is Catherine and this is your weekly reading for October 23rd to October 30th. And we're going to be taking a look into the energies of the mind, body, and spirit, as well as relationship with a closing message from the universe. All of the decks that I'm using are going to be below in the description box, as well as links to my website, my Instagram, and my Facebook page for those of you seeking a personal reading. Also, links for each sign are going to also be below in the description box so that you can just click on the timestamp and go directly to your sign. This is, I guess, the Halloween edition. So I sort of changed all of the decorations today. We have our little buddy. I haven't exactly named him yet. I'm thinking maybe just, Fred. I think Fred is kind of cute. So he's going to be here, helping us along with our reading today. The energies today are, pretty exciting. We've got things that are going to be happening. There's a lot of awakening that's going on, people. So I really feel that this is time now to start following your inner intuition. Okay. I know that many of you probably already have, started this journey already, but this is truly the time to really start getting into it, delving into it. Really start looking at the things that are resonating with you and the things that are just not, they're not vibing with you at this time. And it's really this point to start letting them go, to let the things that, whether this is person, places, or things, just to allow them to be released into the air. So on that note, I just want to remind everybody, live Saturday, 1 o'clock p.m. We had some trouble last week with the live. We tried to do, the duo. We tried to do a dual live. I'm hoping Brandon will at the very least be able to be in the chat this week. We'll see if he's available. It was an amazing show. Otherwise, he was able to really, tap into some energies. I'd like to be able to do that duo more. However, I do have to apparently upgrade my computer system because that just wasn't able to handle it at that point. But I am going to be live this Saturday. It is going to be, obviously better video because I'm not adding in a second person through video. So I hope that you guys can join me. I'm really looking forward to the show and have an amazing week. Many blessings. Take care. Aquarius, welcome to your weekly reading for October 23rd to the 30th. We're taking a look into the energies of the mind, body, and spirit, as well as relationships with a closing message from the universe. Please remember that these are general readings, so they may not resonate with everyone. However, I do recommend that you check your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs as well. Also, remember, Saturday, 1 o'clock Mountain Time, we're going to be going live. These are going to be for mini readings, so they are not going to be full readings. I just want to let everybody know these are going to be short readings, like pull a card, take a quick look into the circumstances. For anybody wishing a full reading, you can message me either through any of the links that I've posted below. These are my Facebook, Instagram, and website. All right, let's get going. Let's take a look at what energies are coming in for Aquarius this week. All right, I'm just going to put that back. Aquarius, what's coming through with the mind? We're all mad here. Everyone is a little different. All right, perfect energy. All right, energy for the body. We have painting the roses red, covering up errors. And for spirit, we have who in the world are you? Getting to know the new you. Yeah, you know what? Here's the thing. You're going through some definite changes here, okay? This even might be energy that you don't quite recognize within yourself. This might be like just this new strength, this new energy that's coming through. It's like, who in the world are you? This might even be looking at other people. Okay, is what spirit might even be bringing across the recognition of other people. You might even be looking at others right now because you're in this new energy coming through, and you might be going, who the heck are you? Like, you're not the person that I thought you were. Whether this is within you, whether this is within somebody else, But what I'm getting here is painting the roses red, covering up errors. It almost feels like, to some degree, with external circumstances, because this is within the body, so this is like externally, I feel here that this very much could be, again, looking at other people and wondering, you know what I'm getting here is, I feel like for some of you too, and I mean, with myself being in an Aquarius as well, I'm looking at this energy and it kind of resonates, to be honest. It very much resonates with me, is where I'm looking at other people and going, who the heck are you? Like, this is not the person that I thought I knew. This is not the person that, I thought maybe you were this way, but now I'm seeing you in a different light, whether this is good or whether this is, more on the negative side, whichever one. But we have this mental image here. We're all mad here. Okay, everyone is a little bit different. It just seems like everybody is sort of a little bit off right now. And it feels like you might be really absorbing some of this energy. And in the same time, you're also recognizing who you are, who your true strengths are. Where are you within yourself that is making you stronger? It's almost like you're looking at the world in this different light, whether this is people, whether this is, people that are immediate to you, whether this is just on a global factor or whether this is within yourself. It's like you're trying to make this recognition. I feel like for some of you, okay, because we do have this covering up the errors, I almost feel that for some of you, you're trying to skip over this. It's almost like you're looking at it and going, okay, well, is this really who you are? Like, maybe I can forgive this a little bit. Maybe I can let this go. But that underlying tone, that underlying feeling is like, no, I don't know if I should be, covering this up anymore. It's like you want to. And I feel like for some of you, you might be in this energy of allowing it to happen just simply to keep the peace, or to keep your own, state of mind. It's like you might be looking at people, or again, your own energy in this place of like, what the heck is going on? What is going on here? Why are you behaving in this way? Why are these things, seem to be popping up? Why am I being shown this? Why are we all crazy, right? And again, it might be like trying to keep the peace in some manner. You might be trying to be a little bit more diplomatic simply because you don't want to stir the pot. You're covering up the errors. What I'm getting here is it's almost like you're in this strange place of energy where you're not exactly sure what the heck is happening. And it almost feels like, to some degree, you also want to sort of go into yourself. You want to hermit a little bit. You want to go into that hangman energy and maybe do some inner contemplation. Maybe you're not exactly ready to, step quite out yet and say your piece at this point. It almost feels like you want to, but there's something within you that might be even holding you back on a diplomatic type of fashion, again, covering up those errors. It doesn't necessarily mean that covering up the errors is always a bad thing. Again, it might be coming from that place of diplomacy, or it might be coming from that place of tact, okay? So let's get some clarifying energy and see what's coming through. This might even have to do, with a spouse, a friend, a partnership of some sort. It really could be, within yourself, or just in the general energy all around. Aquariuses can really pick up on little nuances, okay? Aquariuses are very, very good at looking at somebody and seeing a twitch, or seeing an eye movement, or just seeing a word, and being able to, decipher a whole dialogue just from that twitch, or sort of, generate a whole energy just from some sort of movement. And it's almost as though you're sort of going into a deeper level within other people, but also within yourself. And you're not 100% sure if you're really liking what you're seeing, or if this is something that maybe there's that change in you. So now you're seeing things in a different light. All right. So let's see what's coming through with clarification here. Either way, what I'm getting here is that there's going to be some development from this. It almost feels as though it's like opening energy towards a new path, or towards a new sense of yourself. All right. Just because you might be letting some of these errors go, or you might be seeing what somebody has written, or maybe what somebody wrote, or maybe somebody's energy, and you're not really reacting on it. Okay, that is a sense of strength, really. Okay, because when we are in a place of diplomacy, or we're able to say what it is that we want to say without, chucking something across the room, or behaving in a manner that is going to be, unappealing even to ourselves, it really is that sense of strength. So it almost feels as though we're sort of in this place, like, it's not that I don't want to react, or it's not that I don't know how to react. I'm just don't know maybe if this is the right time right now to react, or I don't know if this is, maybe I just need to think on it a little bit more. Maybe I need some more information at this point, okay? I do feel that with Spirit coming through saying, who in the world are you? And, getting to know that real you, this is like that opening path that Spirit is trying to bring through. They're trying to let you decipher and go through these emotions, simply because there is going to be that strength behind all of this process, all right? You're going to look and go, like, is this really me? I didn't even know I was this strong. I didn't know I had this much resiliency. I didn't know that I was this, whatever it was. Put the word in, that will fit you at this time. But it's almost like you're just going, oh my goodness, I'm way better than I thought I was. All right. That's what I'm getting. I'm also getting into here too, is that there may be aspects of yourself that you look at and you go, okay, those might not be my best traits. That's okay. I'm letting it go. I might even just kind of cover up those errors. Those were mistakes from the past. I'm going to let them go. I'm going to move on. I'm going to get to know this new me. I'm going to get to know who this person is. We've got this Magician card coming through. So what I'm getting here is like, you have all the tools to create who it is that you want to create who you truly are. It's also about manifestation. So as you're going through this energy, what I'm really receiving here is it's time to release those things that are no longer needed for you, whether this is some sort of emotion, whether this is, people in some way. It almost feels like for some of you, you may have some sense of negative energy that is around you, again, whether this is in a person, place, or thing, and you're now letting it go. You might be looking at them going, you're not really on my path of manifestation. Or you're bringing me into this place of some sense of negativity, and it's not really helping my personal growth. So I want to get into this Magician card. I want to get to know who I truly am, and I want to manifest my own dreams and my own desires. Yeah, look at that. 5 of Swords. What did I just say? It feels like somebody, this is like that win or lose card. Okay, so when I see this card, this is somebody about, like trying to get away with something, maybe in a manipulative manner. This could be somebody who is, they're just trying to win at any cost. And that's what I'm feeling, is like there could be possibly some sort of like sneaky snake type of person that might be trying to break in through your energy. And again, it doesn't need to be a particular person. It doesn't need to be a particular group. This could be the energy of whatever it is. I mean, this even could be possibly social media to some degree, that you're looking at and going, what the heck is wrong with you people? Right? And again, it almost feels like you're ready now. You're ready to let go of this 5 of Swords energy. This is also very much that Aquarius type of card. So it's that energy of, yeah, this isn't serving me. I'm going to let it go. I'm going to release it. I'm going to, just kick it out of my existence. When we talk about that covering up errors, again, what I'm getting here is it's not so much, and that may resonate for some of you, is the aspect of, I'm just going to let things go. I'm not really going to talk about them. I'm going to pretend it didn't happen. But it's more for me, when I'm looking at this energy, it's like, I'm just not going to dwell on that. I'm not going to dwell on this 5 of Swords. I'm not going to dwell on having to win, or somebody that did, manipulate me in some energy or some way. I'm not going to look at the energy of somebody who got something over on me, like, tricked me or fooled me. I'm just going to let it go. I'm going to recognize it for the energy that it is and release it. I'm going to go towards my own manifestations at that time. I'm not going to hang on to this because it's no longer there for me. Yeah, it's over. Look at that. Can't be more clear than that. Something is over. And it doesn't mean that a relationship is over. It doesn't mean that, It doesn't mean that the circumstances are completely over, especially if, if you don't want them to be. But it is releasing that energy. You're not hanging on to that Five of Swords energy anymore. You are just done with it. It's now time to look at you. You wondering, who am I? I was always hanging on to this energy, or I hung on to grudges, or I hung on to things that I didn't need to, or these things kept replaying in my head, and now I'm like, no, this isn't me. I'm the person that I am is this magician. I'm this magician card. I'm no longer this, that Five of Swords energy. And again, it's not that you're covering up. Okay, you're just letting it go. You're not dwelling on it. All right, it's like you're just bearing it, releasing it. You've already gone through every emotion with it. You've already gone through, whatever it is that you need to go through. It's like that contemplation. You're done with it. Bury it. Be done. Look at this. Wow, Aquarius, we cannot get any, like, we've got these swords coming through. Again, Eight of Swords, holding yourself back, right? It's only within your mind. And it feels like that negative energy that you were hanging on to, it was all within yourself. It wasn't, particularly with other people. It wasn't particularly with the circumstances. It's pretty much the same story that we're playing within our own heads. And at any time we can walk away. There is absolutely nothing truly restraining her. Sure, she might have her hands tied behind her back, but a lot of that is an illusion. Those swords aren't really holding her down. She can walk through those swords at any point in time. Okay? And this is what we have to recognize. It's us hanging on to the energy. It's not the energy hanging on to us. The moon, yeah. A lot of times we're just getting whacked this week, right? Like, look at this. It's like, wow, this is a whole slew of energy. This is going to be fun and interesting. But again, I don't feel it's particularly negative. It appears to be because we're doing a lot of letting go, a lot of contemplation, a lot of going within ourselves. This is using our intuition. Sometimes, we go into this energy of that Ten of Swords, especially this Eight of Swords energy, right? Is because of this moon. So we're always, it's like waiting for that other shoe to drop. What is hiding beneath the surface? What am I waiting for? And when we get into those negative circumstances, when we get into that negative type of mind frame of things from the past that we do need to let go of, let me stress this, when we get into that, it's like we're staying within that energy of, oh God, what else is going to happen? What's going to happen now? I'm waiting for the shoe to drop. Should I be worried about something? And really all it does is cause a lot of stress. It just causes a lot of inner stress, okay? Maybe that covering up errors, maybe this is that time that we do need to go in and pull out the things that we feel that we could be hanging on to and then let them go. Again, it's not dismissing them or ignoring them. Okay, it just feels like we're just letting them go. We just don't need them anymore. These are things that we can now move forward. That moon is also illuminating a new path for us. And we have the Seven of Wands energy. Sometimes we feel like we have to stay in a sense of defending ourselves. Like it's like we worked hard to get where we are. And I feel like for some of us, as we're going through this process and we're looking and we're going, who in the world are you? But like getting to know that new you, because through all of this, once we're going through that release, we're really becoming a new person. We're becoming, not who we were hanging on to. We're coming into the circumstances of who we are about to become and what miracles or what manifestations we're bringing forward with that Magician card. But we can also get into this energy of the Seven of Wands, which is sort of a bit of defensiveness. We've worked hard to get to where we are. We don't want it taken away. We feel like maybe we have to stand within our own power or our own strength to really continue getting to know who this person is. Look at that Three of Cups, beautiful energy. Finally, we're getting a really positive card coming through here. But that's what I'm getting. I feel like this is a celebration. It almost feels like allow the people to come close to you that are the people that are real, that are authentic, that make you feel good. Why are you hanging on to old energy? Why are you hanging on to energy of people that, you know, are of no use to you? Okay, even if it is just social media, put these people on unfollow or delete them or whatever. Just get rid of them. Like, you know, if it's bringing you a negative feeling, why are you hanging on to it? There's nothing, it's not serving you in any way. And in order to create our own manifestations, we really need to get into that energy of the magician, where we just have that faith and that belief that we know that that magic is going to happen. So it feels like you need to start surrounding yourself with people that are truly celebrating you and that you truly celebrate their souls also. We have Queen of Swords energy coming through. This is so you, Aquarius. This is that energy. Again, what did I just say? Cut out the things that are no longer needed. And that's that Queen of Swords energy that is coming through. You know, the Queen of Swords, she doesn't need to be mean, but she is very blunt. She's very honest, and she cuts out what is not necessary for her. She doesn't sit there in a place of drama. She doesn't sit there in a place of, I'm going to focus in on this negative energy. She's just like, that's not me. I'm cutting that out. I'm moving forward. That's the end of that. And, you know, boom. That's where she's going. We also have, look at this, the Wheel of Fortune. Once we start cutting that stuff out, that's when that energy really starts to turn. It really starts to make that positive energy shift towards what it is that we want and where we desire. And look at that. I cannot make this up. That Nine of Cups energy, that wishing well coming through. So what it is that you're wanting to, it's interesting because look at this energy that we have. At the beginning, we have this magician, and at the end, we have the Nine of Cups. Yes, we have to go through some releasing, some healing, maybe possibly standing in our own power. But that shift comes through, and it leads us to it. That dream that it is that we want, that energy that we're desiring, that creation that we've been working on so hard to get to, that energy of, you know, looking even at ourselves. And it's interesting because I almost feel it's like we're in a dream world, right? It almost feels like once we get to that Nine of Cups energy, we're like, oh my God, is this really my life? Like, oh my Lord, this is amazing. This is wonderful. I didn't know if I could ever be there. Who in the world am I? Like, this is fantastic energy coming through. There is work behind it, whether you've already done the work or whether you're still in the process of this work. This is what it feels like it's leading you to. All of these energies that were coming through were so necessary, okay? Yes, you went through some challenges. Yes, you went through some, you know, inner battles. All right? But this is where it's leading. It's leading to this beautiful Nine of Cups energy where you're looking at your now life and going, oh, wow, I didn't even know it could be this amazing. Like, this is even better than my dreams. And that's the energy that you should be hanging on to at this time. Oh my gosh, I have to show you guys something. Just 1 second here. You are not even going to believe. Oh, oh, no. I don't know if you can see this. I don't know. But that is a ladybug. I literally just found a ladybug on, I mean, this is winter here, or autumn. And this ladybug just happened to be crawling. Oh, there he goes. Okay. Well, anyway, ladybug will continue flying. But, I mean, how amazing is that, right? That's like that confirmation. I don't know. It just feels like such good and powerful and positive energy that is coming through here, okay? So let's get a look into relationships and see what is happening. All right. So we're going to be pulling 3 of the Oracles of Shadows and Light by Lucy Cavendish. We're also going to be pulling 3 of the Wizards Tarot by Barbara Moore. Remember that relationships do not need to be romantic. They can be friends, family, and co-workers. Just take them as they resonate with you. All right. Let's go through it. Relationships for Aquarius. It's time to be brave. Yeah, time to be brave. Fairy of the Highlands, time to be brave. This is a process. This is a process that we have to go through in order to achieve those wishes. And again, this relationship could be even with just within ourselves. But what I'm feeling here is that this process is going to be so worth it. It's time to put on that brave face. It's time to step forward into our own true selves. We also have Marie Masquerade, glamour, intrigue, and drama. So I'm not exactly sure what she is talking about. This is kind of an interesting energy that's coming through with her. I'm going to pull another card and see. So we have the Sea Beacon Fairy, guidance, but where will it lead you? You know what I'm really getting here? That glamour, intrigue, and drama. I don't particularly feel like the drama in a negative form. It almost feels as though it's like you're recognizing yourself. I mean, okay, here's the bottom line. Let's be honest here. Aquariuses are not usually the most glamorous. They're not usually like, yes, we dress up very nice. It's not saying that we're unattractive, because we can be like, absolutely, we're very beautiful, or people can be very beautiful, you know, that are Aquariuses. It's not saying that. But Aquariuses can be very down to earth too. Okay, they can really be in that. You know, they can be just as comfortable in jeans as they can be in an evening gown. They can be just as comfortable in hiking boots as they can be in high heels. And what I'm getting with this is it almost feels like it's, you know, it's allowing ourselves to be in that place that is going to make us feel good, that is bringing about some sort of energy of that mystique, that glamour, that intrigue. It's bringing about, like, we don't know exactly where we're going, so we don't even know exactly, you know, truly where we're going to end up, you know, within ourselves, because we're really in this place of learning and allowing, and you know, all of these new energies coming through. And again, you know, guidance, where will it lead? So we don't know the, you know, the bottom of it, but we feel like I'm heading towards somewhere that is going to be amazing, no matter what your sense of glamour, or you know, glamour or intrigue or whatever it is for you. You know, embrace it. It feels as though it almost feels like I actually hear the words like fake it till you make it. Like, you might not be, you know, within that complete sense within itself at this point, but I feel that those energies are drawing you towards who it is. Like, you might be looking, you know, it's like you feel within yourself, you know, I should be here. We'll start heading there. I'm also getting that for some, in regards to relationships, I do feel that for some, it is time to be brave. It is time to step forward again into your own power. I feel that stepping into your power might be very glamorous or intriguing for somebody. They might be looking at you going, who the heck are you? Remember we had that card? Who the heck are you? Right? And it almost feels as though you're changing an energy of some sort into a positive way. Hey, we're being guided. We might not know where it's going to lead, but we're having that strength and that confidence to go towards it now. And I feel like this is going to draw in some sort of energy that is going to be very powerful for us, or at least, or, you know, if we're looking for romantic relationships, for instance, this could be somebody looking at us going, holy, like, maybe I didn't see you properly before. Nick, now you're in this place of this strength, this confidence, you know, feeling good within yourself. Like, this is very attractive. This is very attractive energy. And it feels like it's drawing in those people that are going to be attracted to you. Okay, whether you're in a relationship or whether you're not in a relationship, but what I'm getting here is like, it's time to be the real you, not sense of fake you. Okay, not you don't need to be that drama queen to be the real you, unless that is truly you. Okay, but be who you are inside is what I'm receiving. So let's get some clarification and see what is coming through. I am getting too, you know, with that guidance, but where will it lead you? I feel like this is that Magician card. again, that manifestation card. Where are our thoughts? Where are our desires? What is it that we're truly focusing on? Okay, because manifestation can come in different ways. We can manifest the positive. We can also manifest the negative. So watch where your thoughts are. Watch where it is that you're placing that energy. All right, because this could be important. That might be also too why Spirit is sort of leaving it a little bit open. It's kind of like, this is in your hands, you know, time to end some past energy that's no longer serving you, time to move forward. So we have that Two of Pentacles coming through. This is you know, if you look as well, we also have that infinity 8, that infinity symbol coming through. It may feel as though you're still in this place of like, you're not quite sure. You're sort of juggling everything, okay? And it doesn't mean that you're not focused on what it is that you want. Maybe just that you're not seeing the full path at this point, and that's okay. All right? It's like you're leaving. I almost feel like for some of you, you might be leaving this in Spirit's hands to guide you. And I feel like for some of you, you may have been asking for that guidance, and Spirit is saying, look, leave it to me. Let me be the guide. Let me lead you where we're supposed to go. I'm going to show you that path. You just stay in a place where you're open to the energy right now. Three of Pentacles. Again, amazing, beautiful energy, because I do feel like there is some sort of contract. This, you know, for me, when I see this Three of Pentacles, this is a collaboration. For me, it's almost like, you know, that couple with Spirit. So that couple working with Spirit, especially when we're talking about relationships at this point, it almost feels like you're letting your energy flow. The other person could be letting their energy flow, whether this is within a relationship or whatever energy that you're looking into for within a romantic relationship. I mean, but I can't speak, with whatever energy is supposed that you are focusing in on. Okay, again, this could be within yourself, your higher self, you and Spirit. All right, but what I'm getting here is it feels like these energies are blending. They're starting to work together. There's that collaboration. You're starting to move forward. Again, Spirit is kind of putting it in your hands and saying, we're not going to give you the complete answer, but have faith. We're leading you to where it is that you sort of want to go, that you've been wanting to go, that you've been trying to manifest. But now you have to follow that guidance. You have to allow it to come in, especially with that Three of Pentacles. And we have the Page of Pentacles, beginning of beautiful new energy that is flowing towards you. The beginning of a new creation. Okay, and again, this doesn't need to be a new relationship. This could be new energy within that relationship. That Page of Pentacles is all about that grounding, that stability. It is that start of that energy really starting to be recognized, really starting to be fulfilled, really heading out on some sort of new trek. So again, it kind of comes in with that, who in the world am I? We don't exactly quite know yet, but you know what? This is going to be an amazing journey. And quite honestly, we might not even reach the end of that journey because we're always going to grow. We're always going to expand. But we are letting go of the energy that doesn't serve us and heading out on this new journey that is going to be beautiful. I do feel that for some of you, it's like the start of a new relationship. And what I mean by that, this could be a brand new person coming in, but I'm getting more that this could be a change within the energy of some type of relationship, especially for those of you that have a person of interest, or maybe there's just, you're within a partnership now of some way. Maybe you're wanting a change within that energy. Maybe that energy was in a place of being stagnant in some way. But what I'm getting here is that change of that energy is coming through, bringing about this beautiful new development, this beautiful new energy of moving forward. It feels very stable. It feels very strong, and it's about to get stronger. But again, you do have to enjoy the journey of all of this. It's like, we're not quite showing you the end because we also want you to enjoy the journey of this. All right. And that journey could last you a whole lifetime of this beautiful fulfillment, maybe perhaps with one particular person or your person of interest or whatever it is. Take all of that as it resonates. So let's get some closing messages from Spirit and see what's coming in. This is Live Empire by Lucy Cavendish again. And we're going to pull a couple of cards just for a closing message and see what's coming through. love the fact that that ladybug just appeared. Like, I mean, it's not quite winter. I mean, technically it's still fall, but it's freaking cold out already. You know, where I am, I'm in Canada. So wherever you guys are watching from, if you're basking in the hot sun, I'm very envious of you, but, you know, good for you. But yeah, to see a ladybug just suddenly appear on my desk like that, I thought it was maybe one of those, you know, those little beetles or whatever that sometimes get in during the winter, you know, during the fall, right? Because they're finding a place to roost. But to see that as ladybug, to me, that's just like this, holy cow. Like, it just feels like things are moving forward. Things are, you know, expanding. Things are developing. That wish card is finally coming true because we've been working so hard on it. Been working so hard on ourselves. We have discipline, training, consistency, and practice. Yeah, I do feel that there needs to be some consistency. That's the one thing that, you know, some Aquariuses, again, not all, you know, that can be kind of, it can be difficult to maintain that that discipline of consistency. So if you've been at a really positive place and one thing comes along, you know, that you may see that, you know, sort of a shift within the energy, and it kind of brings you start spiraling down, or you start changing the energy, or kind of like, oh, I don't know if I'm feeling really good right now. Again, go back, recognize all of that work that you've done. You may have to do this process a couple of times, but raise your own vibration. Be consistent with that raising of that vibration, of recognizing your own strength, your own power, and what it is that you're desiring. What is that Nine of Cups? And continue to head towards it. Don't let yourself get into a place where you're going to keep going down. And we have knowledge, study, learning, education. Again, interesting energy coming through, because I do feel that this is all a lesson. This is all like, it's almost like new knowledge is going to be coming in. I feel like new changes within the DNA. I feel like new vibrational energy coming through. So allow yourself to learn, allow yourself to listen, allow yourself to receive the knowledge at this time, because all of this information is going to be very important. Remember, we had that card where it said guidance, but where is it heading? Okay, this knowledge is all coming through for a particular reason. It may not be shown to you immediately or right now, but it is going to be making its appearance. All of this, like, absorb it all, take it all in, allow yourself to go with that flow at this moment, because I do feel that this is, it's almost like, here's your training course, because here is the real thing. So go through this, release what you need to release, look at what you need to, you know, look at, you know, go through all of that energy, because we're bringing you to this amazing, beautiful result in some way, and enjoy this journey. So I truly hope that that's helped, Aquarius. If this reading has resonated with you, please click like, please share my video, please subscribe to my channel. Also, don't forget, Saturday, 1:00 p.m. Mountain Time, going to be doing the live. Have an amazing week and many blessings. Libra, welcome to your weekly energy reading for October 23rd to the 30th. We're taking a look into the energies of the mind, body, and spirit, as well as relationships, with a closing message from the universe. Please remember that these are general readings, so they may not resonate with everyone. However, I do recommend you check out your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs as well. Also remember, Saturday, 1:00 p.m., we are doing live readings. These are going to be mini readings on my channel. They are not going to be full readings, okay? So if you would like a full reading, please see the links below. They link up to my Instagram, Facebook, and website. All right, let's get some energy for Libra for this upcoming week. Let's see what's coming through. Libra, choices, feeling blocked and restrained. That's in the mind space. In the body, we have changed in the night. You have changed quickly. Beautiful energy. And with spirit, we have becoming braver. Resistance, experience, growing stronger, and a fresh perspective. Libra, you guys have been in this energy for a while, where it feels as though you're finally coming into your own. You're finally coming into some sort of power within yourself. It does feel as though um you're trying to move forward in some way, but I do feel that there is decisions that you have to make. It almost feels as though I hear the word lured. Okay, like, being lured towards something, and it almost feels to me as though you're having this head and mind imbalance simply because of the fact that there may be some sort of outside party that is luring you. Okay, and it feels as though now this could be a spouse, a friend, partner, maybe, family of some sort. This even could just be circumstances in some way, job, career, whatever it is. But it almost feels as like you're trying to move forward, but then somehow you get stuck in some sort of position. So I feel that this has been going on for a while. However, with the energy that's coming in right now, it is saying, with spirit is giving you some sort of strength, or you're gaining that inner strength within yourself that is coming from spirit, that's helping you along with this process. What I'm also getting here is changed in the night. Some people around you, and again, that could be, like I said, friends, family, people that are close to you in some way, they might have recognized that this change in you. It's like, who is this person? They're stronger, they're more vocal, they're saying exactly what it is that they want to say. This even could be within your actions in some way, again, taking your own strength, or becoming, who it is that you are to be, who spirit has been guiding you towards. I've also get these choices, so it almost feels as though there is this energy where you know where it is that you want to go. You do have these choices to make, or maybe you've already made that choice, but somehow it feels that for some reason there seems to be some sort of luring back, or maybe somebody's bringing you or making you feel like you have to be that old person. It might even be, some sort of resistance in some way. Somebody looking at you and go, I don't know if I like this new person. I don't know, you used to be so nice. It almost feels like gaslighting to some degree. I'm going to be honest with you. Now, this could be with yourself too. All right. Because sometimes we get a fear that comes in when we start really stepping into our own power. It's like, can I really do that? Can I really do that? And we tend to revert a little bit. All right. So take that as it resonates with you. And remember, this can be past, current, or possibly future energy. So what I'm getting from spirit here is to remain within yourself. Remain that brave person who you are becoming, who you are taking that path towards, who that person is that is trying to emerge from your soul at this time. Again, I felt like it's almost as though, this changed in light. Maybe you're not even recognizing yourself. There may even be conflicts, from the old you to the new you, things that you allowed yourself to fall into, or you allowed yourself to, I don't want to say become a victim of, because that, I don't feel that that's the right word, but sometimes we can lose a sense of ourself, or lose a sense of our own integrity, our own, inner truth, because of other circumstances. All right. Sometimes this can be brought in by other people. Maybe it's, just that we feel that we have to be in that place. But what I'm getting here is that as you're changing, you're kind of looking at that old you. Now, you could really be liking this new you, but there could be also a fear that is coming through with that. And you might even be making that choice. Do I continue to stay within this energy? Do I move past this energy? What do I do? Is this a temporary feeling? Do I really like this person? Again, take that as it resonates. But this message coming in from spirit is about bravery. Remain strong. You are growing stronger. This is a new and fresh perspective. So even if it temporarily feels uncomfortable, take a look. Is this who I really like? Do I like this person? Do I feel stronger ultimately, even though I may have fears, even though I may have hesitations, even though I think that maybe I need to rely upon other people in some manner? Does this energy ultimately feel stronger with me? And what I'm getting here is that if you stop and really take a look, maybe possibly go into yourself, you're going to recognize the fact that, hey, I'm really actually becoming who I'm supposed to become. I'm getting to that point where I'm really enjoying this aspect of myself. Maybe this isn't an aspect that I've, taken a look into before. Maybe this is an aspect that is completely new. For some of you, it may very much have to do with choices, in that you have to take a different perspective at it, okay? And what I'm getting here is, again, with that change coming through, some sort of inner change. This even could possibly be, for some of you, this could also be talking about outer changes within your external circumstances. There may be changes that are coming through, which is Spirit is asking you to become braver with. What I'm feeling is that this is going to be for the positive. Even if the circumstances do feel uncomfortable, there could be a shift within a partnership. Maybe there's a shift within some sort of job aspect, some sort of shift, externally could be possibly happening. Maybe you do have to make a choice. Do I stay? Do I go? Do I move forward? Do I stop? Like, what is it that I do? And that I feel is like the brain. It almost feels like there's an overthinking going on here. But with Spirit is saying, look, we're trying to give you a fresh perspective. There is something maybe possibly better for you. Maybe this change needed to happen. I remember, if it wasn't last reading, maybe it was the reading before, a couple before, we had that Tower moment coming through, where sometimes if we don't make a choice for ourselves, Spirit will do that for us. And this could be playing out in this scenario now. All right. So remember, it's not that anybody's trying to be mean, or not that Spirit's trying to be mean, or not trying to, hold anything back from you. It does feel like they're leading you towards a path that is going to be ultimately better for you in the long run. It is leading you to some place that is going to bring about that, not only that they're trying to give you that fresh perspective, but they're also trying to lead you to something that is going to be way better and way more beneficial for you in the long run. All right, so let's get a look and see what clarifying cards are coming through. Yeah, the Eight of Wands. So interesting energy, because again, it's about movement, okay? And this could be quick movement. Maybe there was quick changes that happened all of a sudden. This even could be quickly moving towards making that choice, or maybe you did make that choice and now you're taking that movement forward. And again, we have that, changed in the night. So we have this Eight of Wands coming through, changing in the night. Maybe you moved forward to something very, very quickly. It's almost like you woke up one day and just went, oh my gosh, this is where I want to go. And you're making those movements. You're making those changes. We have the Two of Cups. This could have to do with a possible relationship in some way. It doesn't need to be a romantic relationship. This even could be a relationship with that higher self, listening to your higher self. But I do feel that there's some sort of changes possibly within that relationship, or a relationship of some sort, some aspect of, this something that you're attached to, some sort of sense of that Two of Cups, that energy, that emotional of love. This could be some sort of unconditional love towards even yourself. And going through those changes, you might be bringing about more of that unconditional love to you. And we have the Queen of Wands, coming into your strength. So I do feel that for many of you, that's exactly where Spirit is trying to take you. Now, again, wherever you are, wherever this reading is falling into within the current timeline of you personally, what Spirit is saying is that you are either now becoming that Queen of Wands who has that strength. She has that, she's strong, she's secure within herself. She's very passionate towards what it is that she cares about, what she loves. And this is that aspect. Okay, so again, whether Spirit's trying to bring it in, or whether you've already reached that energy and Spirit is giving you those like that applause. All right, good for you. You're coming stronger. You're becoming brave. That Queen of Wands, she's a very brave energy. She's full of fire, right? We have the Justice. Libra, this is your card. So it's all about balance. I do feel that these changes are bringing about that balance that is needed to you in some aspect. Again, it feels as though, Spirit's not just going to take something away from you, or end something, or, have that tower moment without bringing in a sense of balance to it, okay? Just because one door closes, the other door does open, but we have to follow that path. It's really up to us if we're going to create that balance or if we're not going to create that balance. I'm also getting here that for some of you, this Justice card has to do possibly with what this changed in the night has to do with. So again, there could be some sort of external circumstances that came in or that you're seeing or that you've heard about or whatever it is, however it's playing out in your life, and you're now seeking that balance, or at least, at the very least, you might even be looking for some sort of justice towards that, okay? Especially if this was some sort of situation where you feel that an injustice was done to you. I want you to relax and go, okay, remember, Spirit is going to bring in a sense of balance. So even if it feels like it's very painful, or even if it feels like, again, it's sort of some sort of unjust situation, I feel like this is bringing some sort of sense of balance. It is bringing in, it's balancing out those scales. You don't need to do anything. Just let Spirit take care of the energy for you. Yeah, we've got this Three of Cups coming through, and this is all about celebration. I feel like for most of you, you're really in this place, like maybe you have sought your justice. Maybe, maybe you saw the sense of justice being played out already, or you could be in that energy of, again, seeing it and being able to celebrate it, or knowing you're going to be able to celebrate it in the future. For those of you that maybe are still in that energy, maybe you're waiting for that justice, I feel this is that validation that it's coming through. Just relax. Don't do anything that is going to throw that balance out of line. Yeah, you've got all the tools that you need. We've got this Magician coming in. You have all the tools that you need. You have everything within your own scope. I'm just going to turn this camera a little bit here. You have everything within your own true power to create what it is that you want to create. Again, I feel like this bravery coming through, this strength, that Queen of Wands energy, somebody standing in their own power, somebody shifting the energy to create that balance. Remember, when we create magic, it's interesting. Let's go back into, like, even, I don't want to talk about witchcraft, but I'm just going to mention it, okay? Like spells and stuff. It's all about balance. Remember, what we do is going to create some sort of effect, okay? Whether this is within the law of attraction, whether this is within magic, you can take it as whatever it is that you want, even prayers, okay? We need that balance coming through. And we have that Queen of Swords energy. So this is very much that air energy again. And it feels like, you may have actually even said something to somebody, or at the very least, you may be in this place where you're ready to just take charge. It's like you're not in my field of resignation. I'm not resonating with your behavior. I don't believe that your behavior was fair and just to me. I don't believe that, what you're doing or what you said, or again, whatever aspect it is, whether it's career, job, partner, maybe just, some sort of energy, externally. But you're really looking at it and going, I don't really need that energy. And that's where that bravery could be coming in. Again, you taking possibly the reins of something and moving ahead, creating that balance, creating that justice. When I see the Queen of Swords, she always reminds me of she reminds me of like the Queen from Alice in Wonderland, is like off with her heads, or, whatever it is. It just seems like, she just doesn't put up with anything. It's like, just move out of the way. I'm coming through, and that's the end of it. You don't want to stand in my way. I'm going to say what I have to say. I'm going to be very blunt. I'm going to be very honest. The Queen of Swords can be kind. It's not that she's not kind, but she is going to be very truthful with her words. And I feel that bravery, now this could even be a conversation that could possibly be coming up within the future, but what I'm getting here is it's time to take stand into that Queen of Wands energy to balance out. Remember, use that Magician card, create balance. This is all about balance right now. And we have the Six of Cups. This could have to do with some sort of, I feel like for some of you, there may have been some sort of energy from the past. Again, this could have been a person. This could be a karmic partner in some way. It feels like possibly a past person. Again, the past coming up in some manner. That's what the Six of Cups talks about, memories. There may have been some sort of tie to somebody that maybe now those lessons have been learned. Whether that person is actually within your life currently, or maybe possibly this is an energy that just keeps coming up and it feels like it needs to be cleared. I feel like this Six of Cups energy is over. Okay, it's time to move on. It's time to let it go. It's time to, use that Queen of Swords energy and release that past. All right? And last card we have coming through, that Page of Cups, heading towards something new, allowing that new energy, that new emotional fulfillment to start coming in. It feels like this is done, whatever this is, and you may have had to make a choice. It may have been very difficult, but due to some sort of circumstances, again, externally in some manner, it really feels as though you went, okay, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm ready to be done. I'm letting it go. It's time to really see the light. And I'm going to become strong and brave within myself. I'm letting go and I'm heading towards what it is that I truly, truly feel that I deserve. What Spirit has been showing me. What Spirit has been putting in front of my path now. And this is what I'm getting. So let's take a look at relationships and see what is coming through. So it feels like for this next week, really take a look at some of the things that are going on around you. What is it that you can let go of? What is it that you can use that Queen of Swords energy with? What is it that you can balance at that moment? Again, maybe there's a choice that you have to make of some sort because of some sort of external circumstances, and Spirit is basically ultimately the message coming through there is about being brave. Take those steps forward, use that Queen of Swords energy, and move towards what it is that you truly want, what you truly want to manifest, and what it is that you truly desire. All right? There's that new emotional energy coming in. So it's like once you let something go, this new thing is going to appear. All right, so we're going to use 3 of the Oracles of Shadows of Light by Lucy Cavendish, as well as 3 of the Wizard's Tarot by Barbara Moore for relationships. Remember that relationships do not need to be romantic. They can be friends, family, coworkers. Take them as they resonate with you. First card coming in, Eclipse Mermaid. A powerful energy shift. Exactly what we just talked about. This is happening for you, Libra, and I feel like you need to embrace it. It is shifting this energy for you, putting you into that energy of strength, power. This is very much that Queen of Wands energy that is trying to come through. We also have Strange Valentine. Love is strange. I feel like it almost feels like there's just something new. There's something new. This has been coming up for a while. You might be hesitating on taking that step forward, or maybe you're, again, being lured into some sort of past circumstance or an energy of some sort of past relationship or past, something that I feel that may have been a karmic relationship of some sort. And again, whether this person's within your life physically, or maybe this is just some sort of energy from the past that you keep hanging on to, it almost feels like there's this energy towards whatever this is, this new strange love. And you might be going, I don't know if I've ever really felt like this before. This is unusual. This is strange. Like I'm feeling very much like in this energy where I'm feeling confident. I'm feeling this Queen of Wands energy. And it doesn't need to be, it doesn't need to be just for feminine. This can be for masculine too. It's that Queen of Wands energy. It doesn't have to represent any particular gender. It's the energy itself, but it's very strong, very secure. Maybe this person, this new person, or this new energy that's coming through in some way is helping me along with this bravery that I'm feeling, this strength that I'm feeling, this ability to move forward. I'm really feeling the emotional somehow change within me, that emotional possible connection. And we have the Violet Angel, Breaking Dawn. Yeah, it's like, it's very much like this is new. This is new. like I just said, this is new. It's breaking dawn. This is something that maybe you haven't really experienced before. Maybe this is something that you thought. A lot of times we can be in relationships and we think that, things are fine, things are normal. I feel like this is good, whatever it is. And but then we're in another relationship, maybe later or maybe currently, whatever it is. And all of a sudden you're recognizing, oh my gosh, this is actually how I'm supposed to feel. Am I supposed to feel this good? Is this really how you're supposed to feel? And it's like this energy that's coming in because all of a sudden there's strength, there's confidence, there's that unconditional love, there's that, that energy where you're not like walking on eggshells, or you're not worrying about how that other person feels. They're showing you. They're giving you those examples that love is strange. It feels like this is strange to me. I don't know if I've ever really felt this before. Maybe this is an energy, where again, if we're, if we feel sort of, I don't want to say unloved, okay? But everybody has a different love language, and some people express it differently. And maybe you're more like the cuddly type, and maybe somebody else is more the wordy type, or maybe they just, buy things or whatever it is. Like everybody has a different way of expressing themselves. And it almost feels like this connection or this possible connection, and maybe there's a change in a current connection in some way, but it feels like this really feels like this is where I'm supposed to be. This is where I'm supposed to belong. We had that Two of Cups energy, coming through. This is where I'm supposed to, this is where I resonate with. Okay. And again, you can take this in however type of relationship it is. This might even be within yourself because you're coming into your own strength. So maybe what it could also be too is the fact that you're coming into your own strength. You're now feeling like you're really you, or you're feeling like, oh my God, was this how I was supposed to feel all along? Okay, take it as it resonates. First card coming through, we have that Four of Pentacles. Don't hang on to old things, okay? Because I remember I felt like there might be some sort of external circumstances that could be luring in, and I feel like something might be trying to hold you back. Whether this is a person, whether this is a mindset of some sort, whether this is some sort of circumstances, okay? That Four of Pentacles energy can be very much hanging on, not wanting to let go, not wanting to move forward, or somebody else not wanting you to move forward in some way. So I feel like you have to just stay within your strength, and whatever is trying to lure you back to some sort of old self because they're uncomfortable, that's what you have to let go of. That's where that Queen of Swords energy comes through. We have the Knight of Cups. Again, it's like, let go and move towards what it is, that cup of love coming towards you, giving you some sort of offer, giving you that true offer of love in some way. And we have the Three of Swords. Interesting energy. I almost feel like for some of you, you may have walked away from a situation, or you're thinking about walking away from a situation that led to some sort of unhappiness. And again, this doesn't need to be current. This can be past energy. It's like letting go of past energy to find what it is that you're truly desiring, or heading towards what you're truly desiring, or maybe letting go of some sort of fear in, because this offer is right in front of you, and you might be in that place of fear. Do I or don't I? Things haven't worked out in the past, whatever excuses that we like to make within our head. But that Three of Swords energy is coming through. This also, I'm going to be very blunt and very honest with you, this also can represent a three-party situation. So what I'm getting from that energy is, again, embrace your bravery. You may have choices to make. You may have to walk away from situations that are just not serving you. Use that Queen of Swords energy. Break that. It's like cut off their heads. Please don't physically cut off their heads, because that would be bad. But it's that energy, okay? Walk away, head towards what is going to be braver, what is going to be stronger, what is going to be more balanced for you, what is going to bring in that unconditional love that you seek and desire, okay? You don't need to stay in any sort of situation that is bringing you about some sense of unhappiness or heartbreak, or again, that three-party type of energy. And this is what I'm receiving for you. It's like time to let go, time to move forward, time to walk ahead to what it is that the universe is trying to bring forth for you right now. So let's get some closing cards from the universe and see what is coming through. So these are the Le Vampire by Lucy Cavendish, and we're going to be pulling 2 of these cards to get a closing message from the universe. This is a very strong reading, Libra. It is a very strong, powerful reading. It really emanates all of your strengths, the balance, the justice coming through, the heading towards what it is that you need, you want. Spirit guiding you every step of the path, and I love that energy, because even though what you leave behind can be sometimes heartbreaking, or maybe a current circumstance may be possibly bringing about that sense of sadness, you are walking and heading towards something that is going to be so much stronger and so much more beautiful for you. So cards coming through, we have compassion, empathy, simpatico, and kindness. Again, I feel like what Spirit is really trying to resonate with you right now, really trying to give that message across, is we had that Justice card, all right, which does represent balance, but I do feel that this also could, again, some sort of karmic situation in some way. You don't need to, I feel like you just need to let the universe take care of any justice towards somebody who hasn't treated you with the most compassion. All right? Just because they haven't doesn't mean that you need to play that game. Stay within your own energy. Stay within your strength. Have that Queen of Wands energy where she just moves forward, and leave any sort of karmic situation to the universe to deal with their own justice. All right? Have that compassion. Take a look at the situation. Have that empathy, that kindness, that compassion towards it, and just move ahead. And we have primal, connecting deep within, sacred dance, and instinct. Beautiful, beautiful energy. Again, it's like that Queen of Wands energy. This is so strong. This is so passionate. It's connecting to the deep inner parts of your soul. It's like you know what it is that you need to do. You know what it is that you want to do. You know what Spirit is telling you to do. Take the strength from Spirit that Spirit is handing to you at this time. It's like it's walking hand in hand with you, allowing you to go deep inside, finding that true nature of who you really are. Don't allow yourself to get caught in some sort of external circumstances that are no longer resonating with you, that are no longer needed for you, that are no longer there for you. It's time to just let it go. Find you. Find that inner strength and keep moving forward. So this is something to truly focus on within this upcoming week. All right. I hope this message has resonated with you. If it has, please click like, please share my videos, and please subscribe to my channel. Also, don't forget Saturday, 1 o'clock live for some mini readings. And I hope you guys have a wonderful week. Many blessings and take care. Gemini, welcome to your weekly reading for October 23rd to the 30th. We're taking a look into the energy of the mind, body, and spirit, as well as relationships, with a closing message from the universe. Please remember that these are general readings, so they may not resonate with everyone, but I do recommend that you check out your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs as well. Also, remember, Saturday, 1 o'clock p.m. Mountain Time, we're going to be doing live on my channel. These are going to be mini readings. They are not going to be full readings. So for those of you that are looking for a full reading, by all means, please check out the links below to my Facebook, my Instagram, and my website. All right, so let's get into it. Let's see what energy is coming through for Gemini today. All right, Gemini, mind, follow your own good advice. Trust yourself. You know what is best for you. For the body, we have investigate, look closely at, ask questions, think before acting. Beautiful energy. And for the spirit, we have choices, feeling blocked and feeling restrained. Really interesting energy that's coming through here. I feel like Spirit is asking you to remove whatever blocks are holding you back. There is this energy of feeling restrained, we're feeling blocked. Now, this could even be possibly focusing in on, current events. This could be past events. This could be events that you think are not going in your favor at this time. What I'm getting here is there's more to a story than what it is that you feel. It's almost like there's things going on behind the scenes that you can't see, things that maybe you're not allowing yourself to see, and I feel that is what is bringing some sort of block in. It almost feels like, you could be one of those people who give good advice, great advice, but do you follow your own advice? It's almost like you know exactly what it is that you need to do, what it is that you need to let go of, where you need to place your focus, but you might tell your best friend something like that, don't worry about his energy, don't worry about what he's doing, don't worry about that job, follow your own instincts, follow your heart. And then it comes to a situation with you and you're like, nope, I am not going to listen to my own advice. And this is what I'm getting from Spirit. So I feel like for some of you, you might be in this energy where you really need to start treating yourself almost as though you were that best friend. Allow yourself to look at the energy around and realize that there's maybe more going on than what it is that you're perceiving with just, in the external circumstances that are going around you. It's coming through investigate. So look closely, ask questions, think before acting. Before acting in some sort of, irrational way, possibly, or in a way that could be spontaneous towards something that's not going to be in your best benefit. What advice would you give to yourself? So it almost feels as though it's like your body wants to react towards something, or externally you want to react in some way. Let's just say that somebody is not behaving or doing something in a way that is integral to you, or in a way that is upsetting you in some manner. It's like you're ready to jump into that mode. You're ready to maybe send them a message. Maybe you're, ready to walk away from something. Maybe you're in this place of, focusing in on that external. But here's the thing is your mind is saying, follow your own instincts, trust yourself. Would you tell your best friend to, go after that, or to possibly make some sort of, negative movement towards something without thinking about it first? So it almost feels like you need to go back into your energy and don't overreact, or don't allow yourself to get into a place where you're reacting from some sort of emotion. So where you're reacting from an emotion of anger or hurt or being upset or being disappointed. It's like there's things going on that, may be appearing differently on the surface. Maybe that is the true situation, but instead of reacting to it immediately and possibly, making a situation worse, or making a situation where it's not going to be to your benefit, I feel like you need to really take a look at the situation and go, oh, I get it now. Okay, I'm just going to sit back. I'm going to watch this a little bit more. I'm going to pay more attention to it. I'm going to, maybe focus in on myself rather than the situation, and see what answer that I come up with. Because I do feel that energy of just jumping ahead before, when you actually get a chance to truly think about it, can leave those feelings of being blocked and restrained, or feeling like you're not, it's like that energy of, okay, now what did I just do? I shouldn't have done that. And which brings about another block, right? So Spirit's not saying don't act on it at some point, but really investigate first. Take your time, looking at the situation before you make those physical movements towards something. All right. I'm also getting here is that for some of you, this could be just within your headspace. Maybe you're not planning on making some sort of actual physical move, but I do feel that for some of you, it might even just be getting out of that headspace in order to allow that energy to change, in order to allow that energy to shift, because what's ever going on within that mental space is bringing about some sort of block. So it's like remove it, allow yourself to follow your energy. Allow yourself to follow your own instincts. Allow yourself to follow that advice, like I said, that you would possibly give to your best friend or to somebody that you truly love. And the most important person that we do need to love is within ourselves. So what energy, what advice are you giving to yourself? Because truly you should be your own best friend. Okay? I know that sounds cliche, but ultimately, it is the truth. Would you give that same advice to somebody that you cared about? If not, then why are you giving it to you? All right. Let's see what confirmation is coming through. Let's see what clarification is coming through, I meant to say. Take a look at the clarifying cards. Yeah, Nine of Swords, look at that. This is all about being, okay, so this is an energy when that Nine of Swords comes in. Again, this can be that feeling of being blocked, constrained, held back, but this also can do with paranoia. All right. It's like a mental anguish, a mental chaos that we can bring upon ourselves. There's truly, is what it's saying, is like basically you're putting more toward energy or putting more energy towards a situation in a negative light than actually needs to be. It doesn't need to be there. And I love it when the cards come up because this was exactly the energy that I was feeling. And that Nine of Swords comes up for that validation of what it was that I was feeling. So, it can mean staying up late at night. Maybe you're worrying about a situation, maybe worrying about issues. It just feels like your mind is going and you want to react in some possible physical way, or maybe you're feeling like restrained in acting in some sort of physical way. But again, it's bringing about a mental anguish of some sort. And I do feel that Spirit is saying, what advice would you give to your child, your loved one, your parent, your best friend? Give that same advice to yourself. If you saw somebody struggling that you truly cared about, what advice would you give to them? Because now it's time to turn that on you. Would you allow them to, would you want to see them going through this paranoia or this anguish or whatever it is that is bringing about this chaotic mindset or this chaotic, sense of feelings within their mind, or maybe not being able to focus on their day-to-day activities in some manner because they're so focused on this situation that they feel that they have no control of. That Nine of Swords can also represent a loss of control in some way because you don't know what to do. So now, however this is playing out within your own however this resonates with you within your life, this is the advice that it's coming through. It doesn't need to be all encompassing. So it doesn't mean that you're sitting there and you're completely focused in on that Nine of Swords energy, or even this, this blockage. Okay, this could be just one small element of advice, but maybe it keeps popping up over and over and over again. And I feel like Spirit is asking you, okay, enough. Like just start to let it go now. It's time to release it. Look at that Tower moment coming through. It's almost like you're scared of that Tower moment. If I do this, will this happen? If I don't do this, will this happen? Maybe I did this and this happened. However, again, that that plays through. When that Tower comes through, this is all about like a sudden shock, a sudden realization, some sort of sudden event. All right. And it feels, again, there's more of a paranoia about it possibly happening, or maybe something that, did happen, but now you're just focused in on it. And could I have changed it? Could I have made something better? Could I have, switched the situation in some way? However this resonates with you. Again, it's really blocking your energy of moving forward, and Spirit is asking you to let it go. Time to release it. We have the Nine of Cups coming through. Time to head and focus in on what it is that you truly want. Where are your dreams? Where are your desires? What is it that you want to create? What is it that you want to manifest? What kind of positive, beautiful energy can come through if you weren't focused in on that Tower moment? All right, that's what you need to ask yourself. Where is it that you really want? What is it that you really want to head towards? We have the Eight of Pentacles, beautiful energy. Start working towards it. That Eight of Pentacles is all about putting the work in. It's about, maybe possibly starting at the beginning. That Tower moment coming through, maybe you now have to rebuild the foundation of what it is that you want. Maybe you're rebuilding that foundation after you release past, regrets or past things that you're hanging on to. Maybe investigate, more behind that situation, because that Eight of Pentacles again is working. Maybe it's time for you to work at investigating as to why you're having these feelings, or maybe perhaps where that paranoia is lying. Eight of Cups, letting go, walking away. This is completely releasing what no longer serves you on some sort of emotional level. All right. Again, you're in, you may or you may have been, or this even could be possibly a future energy, hanging on to something that it's time to just walk out and close the door behind. It's interesting because he's got this door that it's not really showing, what's beyond that door. Maybe you don't know what's beyond that door, but it's going to be better than the energy than you're staying in at this moment. Queen of Cups, head towards what it is that you love. The Queen of Cups can also be very much about psychic energy. It's like intuitive energy. And what I feel here is like it's time to head towards what it is that you want, what it is that you desire, what is intuitively drawing you in. That Queen of Cups can also be really focused in. She's very focused on the emotions of a situation, which can bring about, that sense of mental anguish, because it's like, your heart and your head are playing against each other. Or maybe it's also saying maybe follow your heart at this time. So again, take this card as it resonates with you at this moment, because I do feel that what the universe, what Spirit is asking you to do is to let go. And it's interesting. She's got this cup. She's pouring out that cup. So it's almost like she's filling up, this pool or this body of water with things that she's no longer needing. It's like, I'm going to pour these emotions into here because these are emotions that I may not possibly need. Now, that's normally not the energy of the Queen of Cups. But as I'm looking at this picture, it almost, to me, resonates with that Eight of Cups. He's walking away and she's like, yeah, I'm done. Right? I'm just done with that. No longer needed. Magician, manifest what you want. You have all the tools. You have all of the elements. They're right in front of you. You can create what it is that you want, what it is that you're desiring. Again, that Nine of Cups coming through. Take that magician's energy and focus it towards what it is that you're wanting to create, what it is that you want to bring into your current reality right now. We also have that Wheel of Fortune. As soon as you start putting that energy towards it, you're going to start seeing the shift. You're not going to feel that block and restraint. It's interesting because that Magician and that Wheel of Fortune is landing in Spirit. Okay, this is the Spirit energy right here. And Spirit is saying, look, we've given you the tools. We're giving you the tools. We're helping you make this change. But you have to, let go of what's restraining you. Let go of those blockages. Allow them to be removed from your energy. Look at geez, I love Spirit. I honestly, like when I pull up a card like that, that is the ending of cycles. You're ending those cycles. End those cycles so that they're no longer going to repeat. They're no longer, going to keep popping up. You're not going to stay within that energy. I love it when I get this validation from Spirit as to what it is that I'm feeling and channeling, towards the energy that is coming through. And that for me, it couldn't have been more clear. It's like, to end that cycle. It is done. This is done. Whatever is holding you back, whatever is restraining you, whatever, mental anguish that you're going through at the time, follow the advice that you would give to the person that that you truly love, you truly want to see betterment happening for them, and give that advice to yourself. Don't overreact. Don't overthink at this moment. It's not the time for that. It's the time is to release and move forward. So let's take a look into relationships. All of the cards that I'm using today are by Lucy Cavendish. So I'm using the oracles of light and dark. I am shadows of light and dark. Oracles are shadows and light. I'm so silly. I'm using the Alice in Wonderland and Le Vampire. I'm also using the Wizard's Tarot by Barbara Moore. So we're going to be pulling 3 of these oracles of shadows and light, and we're going to be pulling 3 of the Wizard's Tarot for relationships. All right, what's coming through? Relationships, a time for spirit. Okay, that's pretty much what Spirit was saying. It's time for spirit now. It's not time for the mental anguish, not time for the mental chaos. It's not time for the, doing something irrational on a physical level. Go into yourself. See where your heart is leading you. We also have dried flower fairy, sweet memories. It feels like, again, for some of you, those memories could be releasing. I feel like you need to focus in on the positive memories as opposed to the negative. But I'm also getting that Spirit is trying to bring through new memories for you. It basically saying it is time for Spirit to have that, again, that Magician card, that 9 of Cups, manifest what it is that you want to create and start creating some new memories to cover up or to help release those old past memories. Allow yourself to go into yourself in order for these new and allow yourself to go into yourself, release that old energy in order for new memories to be created. And we have a clear solution. Yeah. Going into yourself, maybe through meditation, whether this is therapy of some sort, it's some sort of, self-help, maybe some sort of healing. Maybe it's you talking to somebody who is your best friend that will give you, that straightforward advice of what it is that you're seeking. Maybe somebody who will just be honest with you and just give you that push forward. Again, take that as it resonates with you. But what I'm getting here is that connection with Spirit. Okay. It is bringing through that clear solution in regards to some sort of relationship. And remember that relationships do not need to be romantic. They can be friends, family, and coworkers. Just take that as it resonates. This even could be a relationship with yourself or your higher self. So what I'm getting here is that clear solution is going to come through. That Lantern Fairy, this reminds me very much of like the Hermit card, because when the Hermit, it's showing step by step. He carries his lantern and he allows one step to be shown at a time. So as you're releasing, as you're going into yourself, as you're really starting to focus on your true core, your true nature, what it is that you're truly feeling, letting go of that chaos, letting go of, some sort of wanting to jump ahead, maybe perhaps before it's really necessary for you at this time, or maybe making a rash decision. That Lantern Fairy, that Hermit energy is going to come through, or wants to come through, to maybe show you another way. Again, investigate. Okay, through this process you're going to also investigate, because Spirit is going to give you the answers that you're seeking if you allow it to come through. And that's what a lot of people don't realize. Or some people, they don't want to spend time within their energy. They want an answer now. They want that decision right now. But Spirit is saying we're trying to bring you either whether this is with a particular person, maybe this is a past energy, maybe this is possibly you're looking for some sort of relationship going forward into the future. Spirit's trying to bring you new memories, new, beautiful, positive, memories that are going to be very happy, fulfilling, but you have to release that past. 6 of Wands. This is all about moving forward. This is all about victory. You fought the battle of the 5 of Wands, okay? And the reward of that is the victory. Okay, you went through the battle, and this is the victory card. So Spirit is saying you will be rewarded. Even if you think that you can't, go through this, continue to go through. Continue to focus in on yourself. Continue to let Spirit come through. Continue to let Spirit guide you. It may not be the easiest journey, But at the end, there is going to be that victory. That victory is going to come through. We have that King of Wands. Start looking at what it is that you desire with passion. Put that energy and that focus into your vision, but do it with that sense of passion. Do it with that sense of knowing that this is coming to you. That King of Wands, he's very, secure within himself. He's very, yeah, he's got that sense of, I already have it. I already own it. This is already me. I've put that passion towards it. I've done the work for it. And this is what he's representing. So put that energy toward that victory. And we have the Ten of Wands. Yeah, let go of the burden. That Ten of Wands, when it comes through, you might be carrying responsibilities. You might be carrying thought processes. You might be carrying things that you believe are a part of your energy, or maybe you've incorporated them so deeply through some sort of, past regrets, or maybe, perhaps like beating yourself up in some way. But what it's done is it's placed this burden on you, and, it can feel very heavy. It can feel very constraining and restricting and making you feel blocked. It's time to lighten that load, is what I'm receiving. Time to lighten that load. Time to move forward. All right, let's get a closing message from Spirit and see what is coming through. What final messages does Spirit have for Gemini at this time? And remember, like this, this isn't a lifelong process, right? Like once you learn how to release, you're going to be able to learn how to release easier and faster every single time that you go through it. You're not going to be focusing in on it. But I feel like this upcoming week is really a time, it feels like, there's some ends of cycles that are coming through right now. And I really feel like this is the time to end those cycles or end those energies that are just not for you anymore. They're not a part of you. They're not to be a part of you. And I feel like Spirit is almost asking, like, why are you hanging on to them? What purpose is this serving you? And maybe that's a question you got to ask for yourself. Why are we hanging on to these energies? So the cards that are coming through as a closing message from Spirit, we have authentic, real, and organic. Unbelievable energy, beautiful energy. Those things that you're hanging on to, those aren't really you. Those aren't really what is making you who you are today. Those are past energies that are coming up that are bringing that mental conflict. They're bringing those energies of, not bringing you forward. They're not bringing you into who you truly are, and who Spirit is trying to show you who you can be, or, allow you to open up to who you truly are. And we have ancient ancestry, Egypt, and magical inheritance. This is interesting because for some of you, this may have to do, when we're talking about relationships, this very well may have to do with energy of the past. This could be within your, ancestry in some way, maybe your parents, relatives, maybe past history. It almost feels as though it's time to let that go. Stop focusing in on the things, again, that aren't going to be of use to you. But I'm also getting to really focus in on that authentic you. This might even be looking into your past in some way. Maybe there's a part or an element. Take a look at, what's your parents' marriage like? What were past, relationships within your family history like? Are these things that are, necessary for you? It's always a good idea to have. We always should cherish our ancestry, no matter where we are from, no matter what our culture is, all of that. We want to, this is a part of us. It's part of our history. But they also don't have to dictate our current energy. Okay, so take a look. Is this being a burden to you in some way? Or is it something that you need to look into in order to bring that real and authentic you coming forward? Either way, basically, Spirit is asking you to go into yourself, release whatever is that restriction, those blocks, things that are putting you in some sort of negative nature, even if it's just a tiny element of your life, it's time to release it and let it go in order to bring about what it is that you're truly wanting and truly wanting to create. So I truly hope that this has resonated with you, Gemini. If it has, please click like. Please subscribe to my channel. Please share my videos. And I truly hope to see you. I'm saying truly a lot today, but I hope to see you on Saturday, 1 o'clock p.m. for our live show. Thank you so much. Have a great day.